Good morning. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, hi, hello. My name is Mayya, and I am your host of Motivation and Muscles with Mayya Ting. Oh, we have co-host coffee. It is 9:06 in the morning, and I have an appointment. 9:07 actually. I have an appointment to get my eyebrows done at 10, and I like to get there super early. We have a young lady who kind of wanders the subdivision. She at one time when my youngest daughter was living with me, I'm getting all off track, but she tried to really befriend my daughter, but I think my daughter felt very uncomfortable because this young lady has mental health issues, and my daughter just didn't know how to deal with that. And then the girl that wanders really likes to talk about her struggles and stuff. And so my youngest daughter was like, "Mommy, I don't even know how to deal with that. It's uncomfortable," right? And then my daughter moved with her dad. So now this young lady just kind of wanders. She befriended, I saw a couple of weeks ago, she was sitting with the next door neighbor who's a single man. And I'm just like, that's not safe. Yeah, that's just not safe at all. But yeah, I am, I need to get gas, so I'm gonna do that. And I just wanted to encourage you, this is the 5 mindful minutes. We're gonna do it. And I just want to let you know, God has your back. And that, that is such a hard concept, because it's like, I can only believe in the things that I see, feel, touch, right? Even air. I have my AC on in my car. I can feel that, so I know it's real. But God, you can't necessarily feel him physically. But one thing that I know is I feel him in my heart. I feel him in my heart, and what happens is, over time, I feel him physically. I can literally sometimes feel him wrapping his arms around me and giving me the love and the things that I need. Plus, he says it in his word, he'll never leave us nor forsake us, right? So, and he's a God that cannot lie. So, he's got your back, even in the worst of times. That's when he really, really, really shows up. And I guess you can see it and feel it then when you are in a valley moment, because you have nowhere, you're desperate for something, right? You're desperate to fill a void. You're desperate to receive the love. And it's like, oh my goodness, that's the hand of God, right? And that's unfortunate. We should look for the hand of God. We should always look for his love and his protection before the fall, before we have issues, before the valley moments. So tomorrow's my birthday. I don't know how I feel about that. Every time I think about my birthday, or every time my birthday comes around, and we're not gonna cry, I think about my mom. She used to, always ask me, how do you feel? And she started asking me that when turned like 9, 8, 9, around there. And I remember when she said to me, when I turned 10, how do you feel being double digits? And I'm like, I don't know. I felt the same way I felt when I was 9. And every year she would ask me. And when I turned 11, she would say, how do you feel? The same way I felt when I was 10. And I mean, every single year thereafter, she's asked me, how do I feel? But even in my grief, God has had my back. God, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but God has shown me through time, like the clock, that he has my back. At least once every other day, God will show me 2 numbers, and I'm not a numerologist, I'm not into numbers like that, but it's just a nice reminder. It's 10/16, which is my mother's birthday, October 16th, and then 12/34, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I've already shared this story to you about the 1, 2, 3, 4 when my mom was trying to teach me how to tell time. And so when I see those numbers on the clock, I just pause for a second and thank God for the gift. God has your back. Oh my goodness. God has your back every time. Sometimes we're so freaking busy, we can't even see the fact that God has our back. We can't even see that. But he does. And I'm learning to look for the gifts of God. I'm intentional about looking and finding love. I'm very intentional about that. Very intentional about that. So yesterday, I treated myself to some seafood. It was just me. I got a big old bucket of seafood. It was big. It was massive. And I sat and I ate it. And I had a cheesecake. Yo, yes. And then my oldest one texted me and told me where we're going for dinner tomorrow to celebrate my birthday. So my family and I, we are going out. And I can't wait. The menu looks good. Yeah. God has your back. It's the most amazing thing. And the thing about it is, he has your back in ways that humans can't. But we're so used to humans, people having our back, right? So when God does, it doesn't look like what we're used to. It's different. Not only does God have your back from a spiritual perspective, but he has your back from a physical perspective. He does. We just have to look for those moments. I need to go to the ATM. Jesus. Look at me, I didn't pass the thing. But he does. He really does. Nearing the 10-minute mark. Let's go ahead and just pause and meditate on God having our back in ways that he does. Let's do that. That's 5 minutes. God will never let you down. I just pulled up to the pump because I need to get gas. And there's another car in front of me at the pump in front of me. And the license plate says Waymaker. There are no coincidences when it comes to the things of God. It's just not. And that's just confirmation for me. And I hope it's a blessing to you. God never leaves you. We like to allow the enemy to make us think he's left us, right? But why is it so easy to believe the enemy opposed to believing God? Why? Why do we do that? Why are we so quick, like me? It is so hard for me to accept a compliment. But the minute you say something about, oh, I don't like X, Y, and Z, I'm willing to have a debate about that. Somebody else just complimented her tag. Jesus. We're so quick to believe a negative. We need to stop that. So you have a blessed one, because you are. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll see you a little bit later for our exercise. Have a good one.